So what we are seeing is a crisis level of food insecurity and hunger across Canada.
Food Banks Canada and all of the other provincial food bank associations are calling on party leaders to make food insecurity an issue in the upcoming federal election. Kirsten Beardsley, the CEO for Food Banks Canada, says they want all parties to put in place a plan to reduce food insecurity by 50% by the year 2030.
Right now, we've seen a 90% increase in food bank use since prior to the pandemic. So that's 2 million visits to food banks every month in Canada, over 2 million.
Beardsley adds that a number of policies can be implemented to help minimize food insecurity, such as modernizing the employment insurance program, providing income support for low-income workers, and addressing the need for affordable housing.
Housing is the biggest expense for most folks. 70% of food bank clients pay market rents, and too many people are having to choose whether they'll pay their rent this month or put food on the table for themselves or their families.
We heard from Statistics Canada this week that we saw the largest jump in food inflation in more than 4 decades. It's now at 3.2%, which is almost 1% higher than the general inflation rate.
Sylvain Charlebois, a Dalhousie University professor and the director of the Agri-Food Analytics Lab, says that he is surprised that food security hasn't been talked about much since the federal election campaigns began, as food prices have been going up, and that it is a great source of concern for a lot of families right now.
The cost to distribute and retail food has gone up due to Canada tariffs, due to the fact that right now grocers have to procure food from all over the world beyond America, and that tends to cost more money. So obviously food security is a big issue, and I've been a bit surprised that we haven't talked about food security all that much during this campaign.
Speaking to people at this downtown Montreal grocery store, they also shared concerns about increasing food prices and the impact that it's having on eating healthy meals.
It has to be an election issue. We have to consider that the food prices are going up, and it's making it more difficult for us to provide proper nutrition on our tables.
Well, I think it's really a rather sad thing that when it comes to banks across this country, the vast majority of them are food banks.
This is an issue that is touching more and more people. It's not being addressed federally on the level that it needs to be.
So we know that Canadians care. So let's make this an election issue when you're talking to candidates, when you're attending local debates, and when you're going to the ballot box.
In Montreal, Gareth Madoc-Jones, City News.